Здравствуйте, уважаемые зрители! Нам предыдущая серия закончилась как раз на окончании миссии. Дальше потребовалось поболтать. Но я счел, что это уже будет перебор. Вряд ли что-то новое расскажет. Может, персонажи расскажут.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? Like I said, the Rachni are dangerous. They proved that 2,000 years ago. You made the right decision, ma'am. You know, when we pick up that Asari scientist, we'll have to tell her we killed her mom. That's gonna suck. Just saying, Commander.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant Chief?
Fraternization is against regulations, ma'am. Don't ask, don't tell. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
Where did you grow up?
All over. Same as you, I expect. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Next you'll tell me you all ran across green fields singing show tunes.
Don't knock show tunes. I might have to take exception. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
You ask me, boys need a cold shower that lasts from age 12 to 25.
They have their uses, ma'am. Not all of them keep their brains in their pants. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
Sarah couldn't have been fond of you escorting her.
Embarrassed the hell out of her. But it was worth it in the end. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk and there's blood everywhere.
She cracked him in the face. Good.
When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was going to end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Какая прелесть. И самое смешное, предотвращение похоже на то, как оно бывает в реальной жизни.
You were right about one thing. That wasn't interesting. And where was your father during all this?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Is the rest of your life story this dull?
Not everyone can bust up a slaver ring on their first tour, Commander. Some of us just live ordinary lives. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
He's not a zombie, is he?
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
That depends on whether you have a problem with people who don't believe in God.
Commander, I'm not some kind of zealot. I believe in God. What everyone else believes is their business. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I should get back to my duties, Skipper. Rifles don't maintain themselves. Not yet, anyway. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Дали очков отступника, сколько мы ей не хамили. Ну да ладно.
What do you want, Shepard?
Так. Вот из-за перерыва я не помню. Мы по личному вопросу с Рексом уже говорили.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Да ладно. Для Крогана удар кинжалом. Это ж просто царапина. Его надо бензопилой пополам распиливать, чтобы точно не смог отрегениться.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Taun Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Это в скоплении Руаркуса.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Checking up on me, Shepard? Don't worry, I'm still here. But as soon as we stop Saren, I'm gone. My pilgrimage can't wait forever.
Девочка обиделась и теперь в диалоги не вступает. Понятно? Может, еще со временем остынет. Ну-ка. Минуту я только начал.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezi anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I guess we'll be the ones to tell Dr. Tassoni. It's a hell of a thing to drop on her.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record, if we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
Those communications are classified, Lieutenant.
Yes, ma'am. But you know the Navy grapevine. They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Is this gonna be a problem?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
You distrust them that much?
You know the records about the biotic trading out on Jump Zero? They're all classified, because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Турианцы, биотики. Теперь вы видели больше.
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Будто нет наемниц Азари. Вы же знаете эту тему, что они отправляются познавать жизнь самыми разными способами. Кто-то Ляра Тассони в науку идет, кто-то танцовщицы в бар, а есть и те, кто идут с оружием в руках и зарабатывают деньги на жизнь.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and EZO. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
Так что, если нормально поискать, можно было, я думаю, найти нескрупулезных Азария, вполне готовых работать на левой работе.
Get your knuckles wrapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Turian by the name of Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Sounds like a classic drill instructor to me. The ones at the Macapa boot camp were brutal.
Vernus didn't just push us because it was effective training. He liked it. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Добавочку не знаю. Это тоже чудесно. В свою-то каюту капитанскую зайти времени не бывает. Так, стоп, это же лифт не туда. Куда мне сейчас надо? Это лифт вниз. Я вообще-то искал способ вернуться на мост. прошло. И все еще путаюсь. Надеюсь, что она нормальная. Кстати. Джокер. Он тоже может что-нибудь рассказать. Да, нет?
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Понятно.
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
Так, проигнорировать никак нельзя.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
I'll take it in the comm room.
Как нельзя? Дают открыть карту. Куда-то отправиться.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren. You didn't seem that interested in helping me before. Why now?
The Council agreed that Saren was dangerous, Commander. That was why we made you a Spectre. We only balked at unleashing the full force of the Citadel fleet against him.
Nobody on the Council wants to see you fail, so we contacted you with this latest information.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies? Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
I don't like being kept in the dark. We can't have you racing around the galaxy chasing false leads, Commander. We only contacted you because we feel this may be significant.
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
A missing infiltration team's not my problem. Clean up your own mess.
That unit may have sacrificed their lives to get this message out. Saren is up to something on Vermeer. You'd see that if it weren't for your stubborn human pride.
Продолжим конфронтацию. Конечно, продолжим.
I will find Saren, but I'm doing it my way. The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Вот цель удачно поступил Капитально. Это больше и не надо. Сколько я помню. Да, больше не надо. Ну, вдруг. представляет собой обычный водородно-гелиевый газовый гигант. Небольшое содержание метана в атмосфере придает ей голубоватый оттенок. Инвентарь. Обычный водородно-гелиевый газовый гигант, содержащий небольшое количество аммиака. Углеводороды в атмосфере придают ей небольшое количество Толстый атмосферный слой этой планеты состоит из сложных углеводородных соединений. По этой причине полная карта инвентаря так и не составлена. Всю поверхность покрывает океан, имеющий в составе жидкий углеводород. Температура на поверхности высокая. Имеются признаки примитивных органических форм жизни, проживающих в океане. Когда его нужно заполнительным заповедником сделать, примитивных форм Тонкий атмосферный слой завина составляют двуокись углерода и этан. Поверхность планеты покрыта льдом. Основную ее часть составляют кобальт и залежи меди. Нахождение на поверхности представляет опасность ввиду постоянно бушующих ледников. Великолепно! Модульный транспортный корабль класса «Двух». Корабль заброшен. Все отсеки разделены, а в ядерном реакторе происходит утечка радиоактивности. Повреждение соответствует урону, наносимому ускорителями массы, которые устанавливаются на корабле. Владелец – частное лицо, капитан Уильям. Небольшой след радиоактивных частиц, возможно являющийся результатом работы до светового ядерного двигателя, ведет к окрестностям планеты Завин. Теперь можно здесь я чувствую, будет сложно проехать, поэтому в любом случае всем идеально второй построить. В лагере никого нет. Генератор по-прежнему работает, но признаков обитателей не обнаружено. В компьютере упоминаются некоторые места, составляющие инцидент.
Redeploying.
перед тем, как умер или был убит, этот человек пытался отметить месторождение полезных ископаемых. Которому себя определение счетов 35. Укурил патроны минус 55% дает заморозка максимальной плотности цели. Здесь он минус 2. Да, знаете, я думаю, не буду ставить снежную бурю. Обычный крылопатрон регенерацию здоровья. И рассеивание тепла, конечно, в таких обстоятельствах. Можно установить антифрикционные материалы. Вот рельсы батареи. Кстати, о рельсах. Можно еще вот так добавить. Не знаю, что нельзя просто поднять. Не сможет застрелять. традиция не пускать врагов сразу в первую комнату. Расправу. Тогда саботаж. Еще туда. Снайперу не хватило ума сменить позицию так, чтобы выцелить меня под нужным углом из-за укрытия.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Кстати, я теперь осознал, почему по локациям разбросано столько узлов, противопожарных систем и прочего добра, которые при взрыве на накладывает так эффект токсина на все вокруг. Друг капитана Уильяма с корабля великолепный. В руке он крепко сжимал небольшой модуль льда. Понятно. Значит, это был квест, только мы его не нашли в цитадели. Эшли докачивает первую помощь. Далее продолжает качать щиты. Хотя... Да, продолжает. Хотя нет. Я передумал. В поглощающем поле, смотрите, это дальше. 4% прибавляется. 4%, еще 4, потом вообще по 2. А точнее, второе очко в этой линейке сразу дает плюс 10% к радиусу. Поэтому я его пикнул. Вот. Ну и здесь... Да, здесь нужно продолжать качать статус. Потому что ачивка. Вот, все эти взрывающиеся объекты, которые отравляют окружающие, если их расстрелять, мне нужны против врагов с регенерацией. Каждый иммунитет это, скорее всего, не снимает. Но, по крайней мере, кроганы не будут так жутко лечиться. Квесты, диалоги иногда. Система отвага залетела.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Exogeny officials have announced that their research colony on Pharos is being shut down. Difficult living conditions combined with poor yield of viable discoveries made it economically unfeasible to keep the colony going. Exogeny stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
Допустим, в действии есть последствия. Конкретное убийство колонистов на Феросе привело к тому, на всякий случай по широкой дуге. Конкретно это привело к тому, что колонию закрыли. Слишком много потерь.
Shepard, what can I do for you now?
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
Commander Shepard, I am Nasana Dantius. I see you got my message.
You said you had a job offer.
I do. My sister Dahlia is a crewman on a cargo vessel operating out beyond the fringes of the Traverse. Her ship was attacked by privateers. There were no reported survivors.
You want me to hunt down the people who killed her?
This is where it gets complicated. Last week, I received a message with her voice on it. Dahlia is alive. The rest of the crew was killed, but she was taken prisoner. The slavers demanded a huge ransom from me in exchange for returning her unharmed.
Why didn't the raiders kill Dahlia along with everyone else?
My sister probably told them who she was. My family's very wealthy, Shepard. They must have realized she was worth more to them alive.
You can't negotiate with criminals.
It's too late. I transferred the funds to the account they specified. Only they never released her. They haven't contacted me since. I've made a terrible mistake, Shepard. I'm a diplomatic emissary. By law, I'm required to report any attempted extortion to CSEC immediately. But I was afraid for Dahlia, so I just paid the ransom. Now she's still missing. And if anyone finds out what I did, I could end up in jail.
Why would they put you in jail? You're the victim here.
Government representatives on the Citadel are not allowed to negotiate with terrorists. It's too dangerous. Paying a ransom would only encourage more kidnappings. I support the law in theory, but when I got the message, all I could think about was Dahlia's safety. I doubt they would actually send me to prison for what I did, but they would strip me of my post, and Dahlia would still be in the hands of the slavers.
You got in over your head and you expect me to pull you out?
This is easy money for you, Shepard. I've already found her. You just need to bring her back. I tracked the ransom payment through several accounts. Eventually, it led to a small mercenary band operating out of the Artemis Tau cluster. I need you to go to the Merc base, take them out, and bring my sister back. You shall be well rewarded.
How'd you find out who was behind the ransom?
I have resources. Contacts and credits can go a long way, especially if you're willing to bend the rules. I already broke the law when I paid the ransom. This couldn't make things any worse.
Anything you can tell me about the mercs who have your sister?
Pretty much what you'd expect. Rough, dangerous, and well-armed. Nothing a Spectre cannot handle, though.
Can't you hire someone else to do this?
I do not want to take chances with my sister's life. I need a Spectre. Besides, you operate outside official channels.
My superiors cannot find out I never reported the ransom in the first place.
I got more important things to do than track down your sister.
You're the only one I can turn to, Shepard. Besides, I've already transmitted the coordinates to your ship. Please, just see what you can do. I'll be waiting here when you're done.
Ну, как обычно. Я же уже говорил, что если выбирать реплики отступника, получится такое немного цундерское поведение. Когда Шепард говорит, что того-то и того-то не сделает, в результате все равно продолжает делать. Значит, говорите, здесь еще квест какой-то был.
Hello again, Commander. I've got a proposition for you. Since you helped me get information on the crime syndicate, I've gotten a lot more backing from my publishers. I'm investigating traffic controller conditions now, and I wondered if you could help.
That seems like a step down from wide-scale corruption.
Actually, in a way, it's more important. This isn't about people getting rich. This is about safety. I've heard rumors that the space traffic controllers are overworked to a dangerous degree. I can't get into the control room, but you could. If you planted a bug inside, I could crack the story.
This bug you want me to plant, could it interfere with traffic signals?
Absolutely not. I made certain that the frequencies it uses won't interfere with anything.
What will this bug allow you to pick up?
Just audio and video. I'm not trying to tap into the traffic control system if that's what you're worried about. I just need to hear and see them in order to correlate their activity with traffic efficiency.
If you crack this story, what's likely to happen?
Ideally, there will be calls to improve working conditions by hiring more controllers and upgrading systems. The Council won't pay for improvements voluntarily. This story will provide that pressure.
Everyone knows space traffic controllers are overworked. How is this news?
There's a difference between overworked and dangerous. Traffic at the Citadel has increased by 300% in the last century, but traffic controller resources haven't kept up. We already have several last-minute wave-offs per week. Do we have to wait for a full-blown disaster?
Так, интересно, все равно сучит нам этот жучок и отправят.
I'm trying to solve real problems, Ms. Wong. I don't have time for this. Goodbye.
Of course, Commander. I apologize for bothering you.
Ну-ка. Так, понятно. Последний сейф давно был. Да только что. Еще нам надо найти некоего
Maybe.
жертва.
But I wouldn't believe everything you hear.
I hope he's okay.
А, вот это.
I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
I found your brother's body. His ship was attacked by privateers.
Willem's dead? I guess I should have expected this. When his ship dropped out of contact, I just knew. But I kept hoping he might still be alive.
False hope doesn't do anybody any good.
Maybe. But sometimes I think false hope is better than no hope at all. Please excuse me. I need to go make arrangements for his funeral.
Commander Shepard? Could I have... Hello again, Commander. I've got a proposition for you. Since you helped me get information on the crime syndicate, I've gotten a lot more backing from my publishers. I'm investigating traffic controller conditions now, and I wondered if you could help.
That seems like a step down.
Actually, in a... I've heard rumors. I can't get into the control room, but you could. If you planted a bug inside, I could crack
I can't promise anything, but I'll see what I can do. Give me the bug.
Excellent. Just place it on a terminal with a good view of the area. Thanks again for your help. In the long run, this story is going to save lives.
Так. Есть еще одно место, куда мне очень нужно. Именно клиника.
Yes, Commander. Is there something I can do for you? Let me take a look at what you have for sale. Of course.
Да, у нее можно 8 экзоскелетов взять. Только давайте для начала продадим. Да все, продаем. Мы можем только один купить. Нет. Добрый 7 уже у нас есть. Так. Здесь 3,3 и 60% есть. 3,5. Да, отлично. Правда, обратите внимание, скорость восстановления умений переехала на медицинский экзоскелет кинетического буфера. Поэтому, возможно, я неправильно поступил, когда отказался здесь восстановлять 8-й экзоскелет. Но, скорее всего, я и это оставлю, и то.
Hello, Commander.
Знаете что, уважаемые зрители, я думаю, сейчас сохранюсь, закончу серию, за кадром побегаю по цитадели, посмотрю, где там еще появились новые квесты, чтобы вас нас пустую беготню не утомлять. Уже тогда целенаправленно пойду их брать и выполнять. Так что сейчас перезапись сохранения. И выход в главное меню. Улетать с цитадели уже будем в следующей серии. А эта серия завершена. Всем спасибо. Все свободны.